on the straight parts it stays straight, and on the curvy parts it gets rounded. Since that when it comes to straight lines, you have to always keep them straight if you're putting fabric together, if you're sewing it up. And on curvy parts, that's where you put all the fullness in the curvy parts. And to start at this opening point right here and sew all the way around until this point right here. I'm going to keep this open. So it's important to make little cuts so that when you turn it inside out, this curved part is smooth. This is the finished product of the practice ham, basically to figure out what's my size, what's my thickness of the ham that I prefer. This is it. What we are going to do now is with this sample ham that we just made, I am going to now, with my final top fabric of the ham, I'm going to look at the curves because I do want these nice shapes, but I do not want it to be wrinkly like this. So this is without any darts. This is just like gathered together like that. So this is why I did a toile, because I want to know where it gathers and what it looks like before I use my final fabric, the top fabric. So here I'm going to lay my fabric on top, and what we're going to do is that we're going to figure out where to put darts. Now I know I want to put darts in so that it has a much smoother curve, like that. And then the darts will be sewn up nicely, tightly, and it would look much better in the end. So I'm going to start, but I will not place the darts with the top fabric side showing. I will turn it around and use the wrong side directly so that it's easier just to mark my darts and to sew them up. Now that we've put in all the darts in all the corners, we're going to trace these onto our pattern so that we have them here. And if we need any, if we do any adjustments, we adjust it on here as well afterwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this on top. First, I'm going to iron it a bit. So remember, the fabric has 1 centimeter extra seam allowance, so count that in when you place it on top. I'm going to iron it, and then I'm going to trace them on top of here. So then with a pencil, after you've traced it, then you mark in the lines with your ruler. So when you trace it, you can trace with little lines like this. Then afterwards, with your ruler, you can make the lines confirmed. So now we're going to pin together all the darts and get them ready to sew. Have pinned it together, right side on right side, and now I will leave an opening right here. and I will sew all the way around. So now I've sewn around everything. I've sewed it together. Now I pull it inside out. So now with scraps of cotton fabric, no polyester, you should not put any polyester inside your tailor's ham, because with heat anything with plastic like polyester will melt. So it has to be cotton based fabrics. Any scraps that you may have like this, you can start filling your ham with.